So again, folks, if you're just now joining us, we're talking about this issue of all of these savers I encounter who have no written game plan. And then when they show up and they want a second opinion from me, they realize, I don't know what's going on because I don't have what you keep talking about on TV, this written game plan. So I'm going to change the names and the amounts to protect the innocent. But in this example, this was somebody around 71 years of age. This person was single, okay? So different tax bracket entirely. When you're single, the taxes can be very, very difficult to manage because that when you're married filing jointly, those taxes can be alleviated somewhat, but not in their case. And here was this person's goal: to simply organize all of my accounts and to minimize my taxes. That's all this person wanted to do. So I got everything out. This was pretty crazy. So I said, well, let me see what you got. This person provided me 4 different advisors they had worked with over the years. And what was interesting, the person said, gosh, every time I talk to one of these advisors, they provide a different answer or opinion from the other advisors, which was very disturbing for this person. They had 5 different accounts with all of these advisors. These were investment accounts. They also had 5 different annuities. I mean, this got really wacky. No wonder they were losing sleep at night. Out of all this, they only had $20,000 in the bank, so they had all these investments, all these annuities, qualified, non-qualified. And then they keep hearing about RMD, that's your required minimum distribution. So this person knows next year, that's when you have to start your RMD at age 72. On his qualified accounts, going to have to take out some money, and didn't have any clue how much that was going to be. And finally, recently, one of the advisors excitedly called up and said, we're wanting to take your IRA, which is a sizable amount of money, and convert it to a Roth, which on the surface sounded good, but I was looking at things and I said, sir, where are you going to get the money to pay these taxes? You don't have enough money on the sidelines to do this. And the person was funny and said, well, that's what I thought. I don't know why they're recommending a Roth conversion, but I'm totally confused. So let's do this. So the solution was the split IRA, and I'm going to show you how we made this so easy. Now, through the magic of TV, we got to flip this whiteboard around, so let me snap my fingers and let's make it happen. Okay, so how does the split IRA work? Well, first of all, we have to divide up all of the assets. We had to look at those assets that were qualified. That means pre-tax, okay? Meaning taxes were still going to be owed. Big issue here. And this person had a lot of money in tax-infested accounts, IRAs, 401ks that had not been taxed yet. And then we had to distinguish that between what we call the non-qualified, or what we call after-tax. Now, in most cases, after-tax sounds good. You've already paid the taxes on this money. But in this case, one of their brokers had over $400,000 in an after-tax account, and it had some substantial gains in it. And I asked the person, I said, hey, on that Roth conversion, did they tell you where they might get the money? And they said, well, they were going to liquidate money out of my non-qualified account, I think, to pay the taxes. So therein lies the problem. So in this case, they were going to have to pay taxes on the conversion. That was the qualified account to do the Roth conversion. They were going to drag money from over on the non-qualified account. Apparently, this was the advisor's advice to pay the tax on the Roth conversion, which means the capital gains would hit. So now you got double taxes. So then I asked this gentleman, I said, wait a minute, your annual income is only about $50,000. Granted, you're going to have to take an RMD that's coming up, but are you really in that high of a tax bracket? And he said, I don't think I am. So what was going to happen here, it was going to pour all this extra money onto this gentleman's tax return. He didn't need the additional money. It was going to create all of these taxes, and all the while, there is no written game plan to double check any of this stuff. So basically, everything that was being recommended was based on somebody's opinion. Now, could those opinions have been right? Apparently he was getting a bunch of them, maybe, but think about that. That would be like going to 8 different doctors on the same subject and not deciding if anybody's got this game plan, x-rays, CAT scans, whatever's involved to set up a treatment plan, and you just go out here and hodgepodge willy-nilly, take advice from all these doctors and decide for yourself what you're going to do. So what we do, let's put this up full screen, Aaron. What we do is something called the split IRA concept. And again, folks, this can be done with qualified assets and also non-qualified assets, but it works really well when you're doing tax planning. In fact, this is why I have 2 full-time people on staff at Tony Walker Financial that check all the tax calculations when we're doing things like Roth conversions and distribution planning. Next week, by the way, we're going to get into gifting strategies that can save you and your kids a boatload of money in taxes. Well, we got to check this stuff. You just can't be willy-nilly and start dragging money out of accounts because you think it might save you on taxes. So if you don't have something like this, something not only that is orchestrated, laid out, something that comes with a full written game plan, and more importantly, salaried fiduciaries and a well-trained staff that can help you monitor your progress long into the future, my question is, why not? My name is Tony Walker, and for more than 38 years, I've been helping savers worry less about money, and I want to help you too. To get started and learn more about Tony Walker Financial, just do this. Log on to TonyWalkerFinancial.com, click on that Let's Get Started, or call the toll-free number on your screen.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like, check out these other clips. And be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for more videos.